5 and 1, 51.
A park in North London.
So you come across a lot of unopened bottles, don't you?
Bottles, loads of tins.
You ever take them?
Yeah, tins once in a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah, if they've got labels on. Oh, you could end up with mangoes if they don't.
Yeah, or maybe there's some madman who puts, like, his shit in a tin.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I'd just rather buy my tins in the shop. Hey, Budweiser's not bad, yeah?
Well, when you got nothing else.
Nah, I used to drink it when I was with my brother in America. They slam lager there. My brother slams lager.
They treat it like a soft drink, don't they? It's like Pepsi to them.
You can buy it in cases of 90.
And it's tasteless too. It's so gassy.
You want it?
Nah.
The label's on it.
Yeah, I didn't say I'd take everything with a label, did I?
Right.
Well, I mean, there's discretion, yeah?
It's sort of disgusting, this job, if you think about it.
You get the odd diamond.
Tell me when you see one.
I play this game sometimes, right? When I try and work out where a piece of rubbish comes from. Because everything's got its own story. And that's just like my own personal motto, yeah? Everything in here was once somewhere else. When you think of it like that, the old job gets way more interesting.
Gets interesting how?
You should give it a try.
What was this in the beginning? A newspaper. What is it now? A wet newspaper. Yeah, you're right, that's really interesting.
No, you're not even trying. Come on, what about this?
Oh, I've never seen an empty packet of crisps before. That is absolutely stunning.
Oh, but if you're playing the game right, you can imagine that maybe this packet of crisps belonged to some kid who might become the next, the next David Beckham.
The next who?
Or whoever. It's just an example, yeah? I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, but it didn't belong to them. They just used it for, like, a few minutes or however long it takes to eat a bag of crisps. It's not like it was one of their things.
Yeah, but who truly knows what you remember, later on?
Oh, and you remember every bag of crisps you've ever eaten then?
No. Hey, I'll be having a laugh at you in like 20 years' time when there's some young footballer and he's on the telly and he's starting to talk about how his dad used to bring him down this park, yeah, and give him, like...
Right, and buy him a bag of crisps.
Well, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and when have you seen a footballer on the telly talk about what crisps he used to eat when he was small and sitting in a park? You've been going through the bins too long, mate.
You find the odd diamond, all right? You do.
Oh, come on. It's a bloody tissue.
Yeah, but come on, what do you think its story
If
is?
someone had a nosebleed, I'm not touching it.
But if we were playing the game?
We're not playing the game.
But come on, if you give the game a chance.
Oh, we're not playing the game.
What? No, I'll tell you what I see, right? No, listen, I see like a terrorist, right? Yeah? But one of them ISIS. But yeah, I know he wants to go straight. So, he's saying to his terrorist mates, he's going, listen, boys. I mean, he's saying this in his own language or whatever. Yeah, he's going, listen, fellas, I can't do this. I thought I was a killer, but I'm not a killer. I thought I wanted to ruin society, but I don't want to ruin society. So, one of his other terrorist mates goes walking up to him, yeah, and he goes, bam, smash, yeah, right in his face. And the kid, he goes running out of the flat, hideout or whatever it is, and his face is a mess. He's got blood everywhere. However, he has got this tissue in his pocket.
What are you, Sherlock fucking Holmes? It's a tissue with some blood on it. It's from some pathetic drug addict.
Okay, yeah, that works too. Come on, that's the idea.
The idea of what?
Go on, tell me about this drug addict. What is it, like a man or a woman? Maybe, yeah, she shoots up twice a day.
No, there is no story. It's a thing.
Yeah, come on, she's got 2 kids by different fathers and she can't afford to support them, so she's out on the streets. She's having to whisper to all the fellas passing by.
Yeah, she's saying, watch out for that man who picks up rubbish. He says he works for the council, but he's actually a nutcase.
Sure, okay, yeah, I'll happily play a part, sure.
Oh, put the tissue down, Philip.
Oi, don't point your implement at me, Peter.
I really, on a day like this, do not need to be acting out the life history of a bloody tissue. It's not going to make me feel better.
Yeah, but you see how it passes the time, though, yeah? You see that?
You know what else passes the time? Doing work.
Doing work. Oh, look, hang on. Here, meanwhile, the terrorists back at the flat, they keep producing anthrax powder.
Right, that is it.
All right, but one of the packets is missing, yeah? Oh, I know the good terrorist. He slipped it into his pocket in the confusion and he's run away. And now he's out on the streets. He's got to hide it somewhere. Oi, I'm sorry.
There's a reason.
Oh, come on, that's uncalled for.
There is a reason it's called rubbish, yeah?
Yeah, but who throws out a little packet of powder?
I don't care.
A terrorist, that's who's seen the error of his ways.
Listen, Phil, there is no terrorist seeing the error of his ways. There's no ISIS men's club making poison in their back kitchen with a pot and pan. There's no drug addict with 2 kids. And there is no David fucking Beckham Jr. eating prawn cocktail crisps in the park.
Oh, and there's no God.
There's no what?
Well, you're going to tell me there's no God?
I was not.
Oh, weren't you? Sorry, it seemed like you were on a bit of a roll, that's all.
Yeah, well, you know what? There is no God, yeah? Not in this park.
All right, maybe not, but I'm just...
No, you're not going to find anything except a bag of old sweets.
Okay, fine, but I'm just saying that...
Just please don't say that shit again.
Look, you do find the odd diamond, all right? You do.
A restaurant in West London.
I've got another tissue,
No, thank you.
if you need one.
I don't need one. So,
So, that's that, then.
I think I'm going to drink some more wine.
Simon recommended this place.
Seems like a Simon type of place.
He says hello.
Does he?
He hopes this won't mean you'll disappear from his and Patricia's life.
Really? No, I'm sure that's what he said. Well, this must be the greatest day of his year. He can finally have you to himself. He won't have to put up with my droning interruptions at dinner parties ever again.
He didn't say droning.
Oh, my interruptions at dinner parties.
It was a joke and he didn't mean it, you know that. He recommended the mussels.
I find they tend to drone.
Well, I would just like to say that I would like to arrange a time to collect my clothes and my belongings.
Well, I would just like to say that I can have them sent to you.
No, I don't want to put you through that.
I can pack objects, Richard. All of your clothes are out of the wardrobe anyway.
I don't want you to.
Am I going to find something?
You're not going to find anything.
Did you burn your receipts? Did you tear up all her letters?
There aren't any letters.
No, sorry, of course, I must be droning on.
Look, Simon has offered me a room in his house.
His own room.
No.
Is he divorcing Patricia to be with you? God, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have to hurry down the street to the Nag's Head to spend all Sunday talking about how you wished you never had to come back home. You could just stay in bed with each other, couldn't you?
There's no need to be angry with him.
Well, why are you living at his house, Richard? A family with an infant doesn't need a lodger. Why don't you just move back to Shepherd's Bush like any ordinary person would?
Because I'm going to be a father.
Oh. And I suppose this woman is just going to move into Simon and Patricia's house?
No. She won't exactly have to move in.
You're having a child with Patricia?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, then... the girl.
Look, she's not the girl.
The girl? You're just sitting here telling me this. God, she can't even speak. She can't even speak whatever it is, Ukrainian or whatever it is. She looks like your niece is what she looks like. She's 15.
She is not 15.
Oh, she speaks Ukrainian in that voice. And she dropped Patricia's serving dish and yelled at the baby in whatever language. She's 15 years old and she's hired. And you won't have children. You said.
I never said. Look, this wasn't planned.
We planned for later.
We did not.
We did.
We never planned.
I was there. I was probably in the next room, wasn't I?
You're not going to do this here.
At their solstice party, is that when? Was I outside the cupboard?
No.
What, you're going to say you brought her back to our flat?
Do you really want to know where? in Worcestershire, and it was at my parents' house, and I drove her there. She'd never seen the country before. It was not in a cupboard.
I was just sitting at home.
Oh, no, you were at another one of your weddings somewhere.
Well, I suppose it's hard to get out and see the country when you're working for a family. Did she tell you how beautiful it was in Ukrainian?
I don't expect you to understand.
Oh, it must be quite beautiful seeing it through someone else's eyes.
Well, when was the last time you asked me about the name of a tree, yes? Or what kind of leaves there were on the ground? When was the last time you noticed anything that wasn't in a habitat catalogue?
Were there leaves on the ground then, Richard? And why are you telling me in March?
Right, well, there were considerations.
You've touched me. You've slept in our bed.
Well, I couldn't tell you right away if you must know.
Why?
Fine. We had to find out if the baby was Simon's or if it was mine.
I see.
Two and four, 2 dozen.
The tea room in Lichfield.
Oh, you now, don't be so utterly ridiculous.
I insist, my dear.
Absolutely not. I won't hear another word from silly old you.
Well, I won't hand it over.
You give it to me right now.
I won't, and that's the end of it.
I can't have you paying for this now, can I?
You paid for the last tea.
And that was nearly a year ago, silly.
Exactly. Just put that purse away now, you troublemaker.
That's enough. Give it to me.
I'm going to pay, and that's that.
Then I'm putting money into your purse.
You're going nowhere near my purse.
But I need to say thank you.
Then a simple thank you's enough.
You know how I feel about this, dear.
Well, fair is fair.
No, I don't believe it is fair, if you don't mind.
Then you can take me out for a nice meal next time, can't you?
This is my treat.
It is completely my treat, and I'm going to pay. The end.
No.
Oh, now sit down. I'm just going to pop it on my credit card and we'll go on with our lovely afternoon.
Tell me how much it is.
And we'll see the dahlias out in Biddulph.
I'll sit right here then. I'll just sit.
Well, you're being silly.
You're being silly.
I don't want your money. A simple thank you is fine.
I'd like to give you some money.
Don't just say thank you now. Just say it.